Yeah, I saw yellow kill and vent.
Nah, you kinda sus.
Huh?
You kinda sus.
Wait, what? Among Us, a simple game developed by the same people who made the Henry Stickmin series that was Flash games, the best Flash games on the market. It's got a simple premise. Crewmates try and complete tasks to fix a ship or base, and are constantly being hunted by up to 3 imposters, aiming to kill the entire crew. Crewmates win by either voting the imposter out after a dead body is reported or an emergency meeting is called. The imposter is hidden and has much more mobility options than that of a crew member, leading to venting being the most useful thing in the game, aside from your ability to lie. And sometimes, that doesn't even matter, since most meetings sound like a Send Your Pillow video. Crewmates can also win by completing all the tasks, but that is quite rare. This deceitful and basic game has taken the world by storm. But how? What does it give to the gaming community that we need to play it for hours on end? This is a simple answer, but it might look kinda sus. Let's talk about this 2018 hidden gem and 2020 gaming celebrity. The spike in popularity of this game came around the perfect time, being that of a huge separation between social interaction. Social distancing holds us from chilling with the homies, yet gaming links us online. Gaming is a strange industry to enter, seeming very intimidating to start if you've never played a game before. Among Us, on the other hand, has a simplistic idea and motive that it tries to portray, and it does it well enough to feel like a party game that anybody can get into. Simply described, a casual game. Or so you'd think. Deep down, this game involves a tremendous amount of strategy, and people easily compare this to something like Mafia the board game, which isn't completely false. This mix of teamwork and betrayal lays nicely, and opens for some funny moments and good content.
Michael Loki kinda sus.
What? You piece of... No! He is kind of sus!
I'ma go, you guys.
Well, that was interesting. Not to mention how easily accessible the game is, being both on Steam for $5 and free on mobile as long as it's with ads. People of all walks of life can bond through this game when they're stuck in their houses. Now the whole premise is for people to enjoy it, but true colors can be exposed easily. For me, it makes me love the game even more. Somehow this game connects the player nicely and effectively, exposing personalities easily and linking chains of friends even more. Except for in public lobbies. Though I'd usually cover menus, the title menu is the most straightforward thing ever. You got local, you got online, and the online menus are super easy to understand. You get the code, you put it in, and boom, you're in the lobby. There really isn't much to say. Something else I'd like to cover real quick is the music, or the lack of it. The ending themes are to the point, and even the main theme is nothing but a boost in bass and a few chimes. It honestly works, and the ideas are cool and all, but most people, including me, head straight for the game, and usually ignore all the simplistic menus. There's substance there, but honestly it's more practical than flashy. Let's just go into the game, shall we? Every match starts out in the lobby, which is roamable. Honestly a nice touch. Even though you can't do much except change your costume if you're not the host, it feels like a simply nice way to interact with the game without being in a match. Now if you are a host, you can customize the settings for the match. Before creating the lobby, you get to decide the max players, number of imposters, and the important part, the map. I'll mainly be covering the Skeld, where most matches take place. A quick ranking of the 3 maps. The best is Skeld, second is Polis, and last is Mirror HQ. Skeld is easily traversable, both by crewmates and imposters alike. Polis is a nice even balance, even though crewmates do have a seemingly upper hand to this map. Mirror HQ is by no means bad, but the map is too narrow and hard to traverse for my liking, and often gives the imposter an advantage with vents. Anyway, the rest of the customization is amazing. You can truly make the match a custom experience, and change something as big as the amount of tasks or movement speed, and something as small as discussion time. It really gives the player power to customize the match. Now, playing as a crewmate is going to be what happens almost 100% of the time. Don't let that scare you, as it is quite interesting. You might get multiple tasks that you need to do, and they can be anything from Simon Says to fixing wires. One of my favorite tasks to do is the weapons tasks, which involves shooting asteroids. This sums up my opinion on most of their tasks. They're simple, quick, and fun. Even the long ones are still short and sweet. But the admin swipe card can piss off. It never works. If you're a demon hunter, cams and admin are going to be your best friend. Cams show a view of 4 parts of the map, allowing you to be the monkey from Toy Story 3 if an imposter appears from a vent that kills someone in a hallway. Admin allows you to see how many people are in one main room at a time, and check the places for any sus activities that could lead to a body. If you find something sus that doesn't involve a body, the emergency meeting button is definitely for you. Be careful, because you only have one press, and if you use it just to say hi, you'll be be voted out, even if everybody knows you're not the imposter. The imposter can use this too, so be wary. Now, the looming fact that there's an imposter that can sabotage different areas and traverse easier than you is suspenseful and slightly nerve-wracking. You notice everything, and passing by people is scary. You never know if someone you trust will stick out their tongue and impale your skull. It makes you think deeply about everything. I found myself asking deep questions even while casually doing tasks. Stuff like, how am I gonna get to date to prom? Like, I know I'm lonely, but is there anybody who likes... Okay, wrong script. But the game still makes you think about every little move you, the person next to you, and the one guy with the red name make. Like, why can't you do tasks? How are people gonna claim the next lifeless soul next to you? I digress. This helps people to rat out who they trust and find out who and who isn't the big baddie. Alibis are crucial though, and without one, you'll be thrown off within seconds. So you're gonna need to stick around somebody. Sometimes the imposter can enact sabotage attacks, where if they're not completed within a quick time limit, the imposters win. The idea of them winning is almost just a dream, as people will quickly leave electrical to go see what's needed to be done. Yet, kills happen here, which nets the crewmate who's been murdered in cold blood a right to remain silent. This makes the dead person a ghost, and please, I beg all of you watching this, do your tasks as a ghost. You can still complete them to help the crewmates win, so please, just do them. Ghosts can only talk to one another. This makes Chad's conversations happens between the intellectuals who either know the imposter or are allowed to know the imposter. Or, one imposter could be voted out, making them forcefully peaceful. Which brings me to my next point, imposter gameplay. I wish I had some of it, because I've been on for 3 hours and did not get any. The imposter or imposters work to eliminate everybody on the ship and win when everybody except 1 or 2 crewmates are still alive, during 1 or 2 imposter games respectively. This is achieved by rushing gameplay of trying to hide your kills and blaming it on other people before they can blame you. Playing like Solid Snake is crucial to victory, and the vents are going to be your best friend. Common strategies consist of faking a task, which involves going to a specific area where a task can take place, and either waiting for a victim or gaining an alibi by making it look like you did the task. This is commonly brought up falsely in meetings, so I guess it's alright to use. As an imposter, you can sabotage, which breaks the reactor, O2, comms, lights, or other utilities on the map. I tend to use this with a mix of vents to follow my path to ultimate genocide. If you end up getting voted out as an imposter and become a ghost, not to fear. If you were the only imposter, then the game ends and you lose. But if you have a friendly serial killer buddy, then as a ghost, you can close doors in front of people and help your partner or partners kill the leftover imbeciles. This kind of gameplay really adds suspense to your playthrough and allows you to use an excuse to lie to your friends while in game. Be honest with your friends outside of Among Us though. It's the way you're gonna get closer with them. Life lessons aside, the imposter is the best role to play. Though you can only do sabotage tasks, hiding bodies and tricking your friends is just tremendously satisfying. Sometimes the kill distance is broken, even if you're playing on short settings, and makes you feel unstoppable, even though the crewmates will get really mad. I get excited every time this red screen appears telling me I get to play the Palpatine of the group. The Senate has decided my fate, and I completely love it. The main factor in Among Us is communication, as the meetings help everything go down, and the trade of info determines what will happen in the rest of the match. This blend of simple gameplay and crucial communication concocts a perfect mix of online social interaction that makes you love a person the same way you would love in Mario Party. Not really loving them in the moment, but loving them after. This game allows people to connect through similar struggles, experiences, and pains, all while having a comic style of a simple jelly bean astronaut in a comic world, making me give the rating an 8 out of 10. It allows people to bond without being overly complicated, but sometimes seems bull when you get shot across the map. The biggest flaw of this game is by far the lack of in-game voice chat, which people use Discord to work around. Yet, text chats allow you to get the point across without much objection. This even balance between love and hate is an experience to behold, yet one that requires a group of people who are closest with you to backstab you if you want the best experience. The time I've spent in this game has really all been spent well, and I live for more experiences that being an imposter could give. I really love this game, yet there's one lesson to be learned from a serious match.
Don't touch the child!